Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Custard Prophet, and we're back for our continuation of our ABC Journeyman save with FM23. We're at club number 9, and we're at Coventry City in the Championship, doing very well, as you can see behind me. We have a match against Derby County today. Certain people watching might be particularly excited about this. We'll have a little look at Derby for your eyes only, Joe, so you can see how Derby are getting on. But let's dive in. Things are going really well. So this is how things have gone since we were last together. You saw the 3-1 victory over Southend right at the end of January. We have now got to the end of February, so about a month on, and we've got a tough game against 7th placed Derby. But we've had some really tough games in between those two. In fact, it's been a really hard period, but as you can see, we've done pretty well. Won all the games apart from one against Forest, who are top of the league. So we played QPR in the Cup. This was a little bit of a weird one. We were 2-0 down early on. QPR are a League One club at the minute. But you can see after going 2-0 down early doors, we fired back a couple of goals from Charlie Allen and Dorian Botic, who continues to be absolutely fantastic. And if we do get promoted, he should definitely be someone that we are trying to sign on a permanent, because he has been absolutely just brilliant in front of goal. Home against Crawley, so Crawley aren't doing particularly well. It's a Botic hat-trick. David Wright got himself sent off early on after 46 minutes, but it didn't really make any difference, and we also got a goal by Rob Allen. So yeah, Dave Wright missed the next match, 2 yellow cards sending off, but I think actually it was 2 matches suspension. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating there that he got himself sent on. It was a really unnecessary challenge, but doing incredibly well to get that hat-trick, and I was so pleased to dominate the second half even though we had 10 men. Home against Bournemouth, another side not doing great. Charlie Allen, Hamph, the loanee striker that we signed in recently, and Spencer Lawrence doing brilliantly on the right side of midfield. We were in a really good place here, but we were coming up against up to 3 games which were going to really test us. First of those, away against top of the table Nottingham Forest. We lost 2-0, but we did not disgrace ourselves. I felt we did quite well in this game, even though we were a bit depleted with injury. The squad is not massive, but we created chances and probably should have got a little bit more out of this game. At least scored a goal. So I was frustrated we didn't do better in terms of the results, but the performance was all right. Against 3rd place Bristol City, this was an absolute corker of a victory, a goal from Botic, but the important thing here is that it extends our lead over 3rd place Bristol, and they have been active in the transfer market in just to try and get themselves back into contention, into the top 2. And you can see here, look, they've bought in 6 players for, I mean, you can see it's £5.25 million they've spent. Yes, they got rid of Eddie Egan. You might remember him. He was with us on loan at AFC Wimbledon for a reasonable amount of money, which pretty much paid for all of this. But you can see that they've bought in players to try and bolster their squad. And yeah, it hasn't really worked, in all honesty. They've done okay, but they still look like they're struggling for goals. You sort of look at them and it's a little bit, you know, they look defensively solid, but they don't look like they're going to win games by a lot of goals. So you can see that loss was the first loss they'd had in a while, but they've been drawing a lot of games over the last couple of months. So we're happy to keep them at arm's length, and you can see what the table looks like here. We sit in 2nd, 4 points now behind Forest, and Bristol City are 7 points behind us. And then Southend, Cardiff and Burnley and Derby and Norwich and AFC Wimbledon are not far behind Bristol City. So we just need to keep ourselves just ahead of the chasing pack, and all is good. This is going to be an important one, because after this it does get a little bit easier. We will be playing a lot of the teams down in the bottom half of the table, and I think we should have the ability to get lots of points out of that. So I feel this one, if we could win this would be absolutely huge. But I'm not 100% sure whether we will or we won't. Okay, folks. Yeah, we've done no more transfer business, but we're going to get into the match. We're going to have a look at the squad now. Team that we're going to be going out with, and as you can see, we have some rather key injuries, or at least one. Tom McCall, our goalkeeper, is out. He missed the last game against Bristol, which was quite amazing. I will show you who is in goal because it doesn't fill me with a huge amount of confidence. We have no other available goalkeepers at the club apart from the one player who's in goal, so you can see it's a greyed out option, so there's no real point in putting him on the bench. And Hamph is also out, so our backup striker is out. So this is the team we're going with. Botic and Allen up top, very little option other than that. Areno and Lawrence left and right. Land and Southern, that's probably where we've got the most amount of wiggle room in the middle. And the back line, Peters right, D and Hughes right. Scott D's done brilliantly well. I think the partnership of D and Wright is awesome. And the goalkeeper is going to be Warren Perks, who is the Gibraltarian #1 goalkeeper. And this is him. He is not amazing, but he's not bad. And he certainly did all right in the last match. He got a clean sheet in a really, really tough game. So that's what I'm hoping that we can also have another game here. So this is going to be huge for him. He's 20 with 21 caps for Gibraltar, which feels quite impressive for a 20-year-old. As you can see, Gibraltar, I mean, it's a thankless task playing for Gibraltar. I mean, that's pretty good. A win over Andorra there. Almost, no, Moldova got through that, but finished above Andorra. That's pretty good. Anyway, I think we're a little bit off track here. I did say I wanted to look at Derby. We'll do that right now. So this is going to be our opponents, Derby County. So just show you how they've got on. So they have pretty much been a championship club for the last 20 years or so. It's they got one promotion to the Premier League, got relegated straight away. One relegation to League One, got promoted fairly quickly back over that period. But it's not bad really. Over the last 20 years, they're very, very stable. Yes, I think Derby fans would want them to be a bit better than where they are, but they're currently sitting in 7th. They were predicted 10th. So they are doing better than that, and they're certainly still in the shake-up for the playoffs at least. They had a really dodgy spell at the end of November into January, and it's still kind of continuing. They haven't won in the last 3, not looking particularly great, not scoring lots of goals. And that was including a 4-0 hammering in the FA Cup. Sorry, Joe. Right, let's see what we can do against Derby. We've already talked through the team. Let's get into the match. Only first team player not in the squad is Carlish. Everyone else is, including Alan, who's kind of sitting there on in the #1 spot. But he's a very good player to be able to bring on. Certainly, I think against the likes of Derby, these better sides, we want to have a more of a holding player there rather than someone who's going to be passing the ball around. Right, folks, let's get into it. See how we go. So we're going to have to do. Here we go. We're starting off. We're going to have to do without our #1 goalkeeper McCall for a little bit, and that is going to be a little bit of a test for us, I think. But here's Peters at left back. Southern goes for a long ball over the top. There's no one at the end of that, and Lucero. And we are quite good. What we are very, very good at is winning the ball back. We've got a lot of pace within the squad, and we've got a lot of endeavour. And we just hunt the ball down. You know, after I sort of talked through this, ball over the top, and here it goes. And the ball's just nicely there at the back, and I thought we were getting our head to that, and there we go. D steps in, picks the ball up, and Southern tries to play a lot of through balls that we try and play. Ball over the top. Here's Jenkins. Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, he didn't need to make that challenge, and that's a bit of a disappointment. Can the Gibraltarian #1 with his very red hair do something here? He can't. A lovely penalty, and Derby go 1-0 up. That is not what we wanted. Dylan McCartney with the goal. So everything that I was saying hasn't really come together, and it was a silly challenge, really. See, Bristol City 2-0 up in their match, so we really don't want to lose this one. Right, we've got the ball at the back here. Southern. Nice ball through. It's Botic. There's no room for him, really, but we're going to go around the side. Here's Lawrence. Botic hits the post. Unlucky. Right, they're coming down the left side now. Demmer. And we've cleared it. Didn't manage to clear it well enough. Lawrence probably should have got his head to that. Hunting him down. Kone looking for the ball, and it's just... Oh, my Lord. That's the problem when you have just a goalkeeper who is... When you don't have a proper backup goalkeeper. He had a great game in the last one, but my God, that has to be the worst piece of goalkeeping I have ever seen in my life. He just ran out. Oh, that's embarrassing. Right, folks, there's a long way back here. A long way back. Areno into Allen. Right. Areno looking for the ball. Can't get it away. He's pressured into losing it, but we've still got it. Peter's running down the left side. He could have gone down there. I'm not sure what's going on here, and it looks like Derby are going to come away with this ball. And they've done well there. We're trying to pressure them. And it's in. It's 3-0 after 36 minutes. You won't even believe that this side has been doing this well. I'm not entirely sure where this performance has come from. Although we're not playing too badly. It's just, I mean, defensively we should have... I mean, we put pressure on them. We put pressure on them. And I wonder, I mean, the goalkeeper's position, you could maybe say something about he's not had a good day so far. Right. They've got a corner here. The goalkeeper didn't even move. They hit the bar. Wow. Well, Derby certainly in the second part of this half they've really taken advantage. Well, this is not. Normally we're taking the ball down. We're playing the ball out of defence. Not seeing this. Not seeing the passing play. And again, I was concerned with that ball coming in, but Perks goes long. Allen's got the ball here, and what are you doing, mate? Take it down. It's a lot of poor decision making. I mean, if we are going to get back into this game, it's going to have to be something pretty spectacular. And right, that is really It's in. Another header, 4-0. Wow. I don't know what to say about this. I would like to say, you know, that we're letting Derby do well. That's what we'll say. We're letting Derby do well, but my God, any chance they've had, they've made the most of it. Yes, we are second best perhaps in this, but to be 4-0 down that's utterly, yeah, it's disgusting. We might have to do something from the bench, but it's hard to know what you can do at this stage. I think we perhaps need to be a little bit more attacking, so we'll bring Flint on. We will put him into a deep line playmaker on support to try and find the forwards. Neither of the forwards have done particularly well. Maybe we can... Oh, Areno's probably played a little bit better. Maybe Boyle coming on at right back. I'll make a couple of changes there. See whether that makes a difference. Oh, we've got the ball here. Here's Lawrence. So he's got room to run at them. Oh my God, that was, you know, where's the through ball? Where is our Coventry City quality play? Here they go again. In the air, we have really struggled, it seems. But Areno, is he going to get that? No. Oh, dear me. Yeah, he does pick it up there. Oh, no, he's giving it away again. Well, here's Alan. No, don't pick this one up. What I do not want to happen is what's... Oh, lovely. Oh, no, he got the ball there. Surely he got the ball. Another penalty. Someone's paid off the referee here. I mean, the goalkeeper. Oh, he had a good game in the last game. He had a good game. He looked pretty good today. I mean, he didn't even move there. The ball. He could have just put his hand out and caught that. 5-0. We need to get something here, but we have looked so... Oh my lord. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, that everyone is just falling apart. This is the worst performance we have given in 3 years, and you are watching it. Well, thankfully we are close to the end of the match, but I think the players have pretty much given up. Barjones has come on, which probably suggests I've pretty much given up. But I mean, I don't think they trust the goalkeeper, and we've got no one else that we can rely on. So probably the worst performance that we've given all season. 2 penalties given away. One of them I wasn't sure about. Neither of them was particularly necessary. Goalkeeper made the worst mistake I think I've seen in Football Manager, certainly in the last couple of years. Oh man, well, let me know what you thought of that. I know they happen sometimes, but wow, that was not what I was expecting. We've been so good up to now, and then we put that performance out. I mean, I'm hoping we can use that as a sort of way to sort of bounce back. I mean, look at our goal difference is so much better than that. We haven't looked like conceding 6 goals at any point. We've looked so solid. And then that happens. I am completely perplexed by that. Bristol City, eventually, they almost lost their game. Forest, they just drew their game. Wow. So, irrespective, even though we are now just 4 points ahead of Bristol City, Derby are back in it. We're still okay. We are still okay, but wow, what a dreadful performance. So we do thankfully have some easier games to come. Starting out against Villa. I mean, goalless Barjones worries Coventry. I'm not too worried, to be honest. I'm not expecting him to score, but yeah, wow. And it's hard to know what to do about it, because I mean, where do you look if you've got no other goalkeeper? As you can see, we have one goalkeeper here, James Hughes, he's out on loan at Bishop Stortford, and in the under-18s we've got Will Palmer, who might be a good goalkeeper in the future. He's on loan at Horsham. So we have nobody. Absolutely nobody. We have to rely on this guy. And, you know, that was not filling me with confidence. Anyway, folks, I hope it's not going to happen again. I really hope it's not going to happen again. Hopefully we've got enough to get over the line. How long is McCall out injured? That is going to tell us a lot. So Tom McCall, 7 to 8 weeks. Whew, that's going to be interesting. Anyway, folks, we will leave it there. You can laugh at me in the comments, please. Let me know what you do in this situation, because I think you probably say, well, you shouldn't have put yourself in this situation. You should have brought in a goalkeeper that you trust. But I thought maybe this youngster would be okay, and we've not had an injury to our goalkeeper at all since he'd arrived. So I thought, yeah, it's going to be fine. Yeah. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that, laughing at my misfortune. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. and I'll see you for the next one. It gets better than this. If you are new, it does get better than this. They're not all 6-0 losses. In fact, this must be the first 6-0 loss I've had on the channel in I don't know how long. Anyway, folks, see you soon. Goodbye.